Wrestling it factor. Wayne B, I got this. Let's go. No cap, no gimmicks. This a main show. Ringside pop when I drop that blow. Belt on my waist like chrome on chrome. Tell me what you think, feeling like RKO. Niggas like I'm Randy Orton on hard ass pavement, yo. No scripts, no gimmicks, just engagement. Street slam heat shit, that's power. See that girl on fire. Kiera Hogan, slide kicking bitches like Hulk Hogan knows best. I'm top tier, no time to rest. Mic in hand, I'm built for press. Backstage fire, I walk with heat. Swerve through smoke like I know face to feet. No tap outs, just gold I collect. Trap ring queen, I'm next. I'm in the ring where the legends roam. Trap ring queen, this is my throne, bitches. Top rope jump, now your cover's blown. Mic drop hit like a grindstone. Wayne B lit and now the crowd just flex. Bar for bar, I demand that check. No tap out, I rise from Rex. Trap ring queen, I'm next.
How's it going, wrestling fans? Yeah, what is up, family? Yeah, smash that like, smash the like button, and subscribe to Wrestling It Factor Radio. Yes, my opinion on Hogan's controversial, complicated situation. Yes, he will, and legacy will continue to grow, and also it's also complicated from the racist remarks he made that came out in 2015. That was from 2006 or 7. And then also, I see that was a red flag right there. Hogan using the N-word, of him saying he don't want no little ass nigga dating his daughter Brooke. Or he rather have a 7 foot or 8 foot tall ass nigga like a basketball player, and all this. Or he, and then he made that smart comment. Must be racist. But he got caught right there. This made him actually humbled. So he eventually apologized, and still several black people in the community wasn't accepting it, especially New Day, of Biggie, Xavier, and Kofi Kingston. They wasn't buying his apology. But myself, I took it what it was worth. I was upset, the first time it happened. Hey, I've been a Hulkamania fan since day one. He and Junkyard Dog got my interest in wrestling as a young kid. So he was my idol, one of my idols. And he's not racist. It's just he just said racist things. And other ones comparing him to, oh, he's a Trump supporter. Came out to support Trump. And hey, it's me. He cultivated my childhood, even got me more vocal and opening up to people. That was very personal for me, especially when he turned heel of the NWO. His heel persona as Hollywood Hogan got me more open up, and I was going bar for bar during that time, and I was even my grades went up to, eight. I was an 4.0 student throughout the rest of my years in high school and college. So um, he he impacted me from, with the love of pro wrestling. And you're gonna have the naysayers right there. Even the certain black so-called wrestling fans, they wasn't even really wrestling fans that's criticizing him right now, saying that he's a racist. He's a racist. Um, hey, I would say more of a racist was our former president Joe Biden. Yes, he dropped the N-word also in front of in meetings, even on C-SPAN in '85. We don't need no more nigga mayors or no more nigga big shot mayors. And he made an impact on hurting black people with the '94 Trump bill. Took more black families out of the household, especially black men. So, and I didn't like Hogan's comments right there. I know his ego jumped it right there in 1999. I noticed it more and more. His ego throughout that. He didn't even care about his son's, one of his close friends, I think John Graciano, that was in the car accident and Vegetable State. He suffered, and I still remember the comment Hogan and Nick was saying that yeah, he was deserved to be taken out like that in a car accident. And so this was, he was saying God's choice. So, and that was horrible to say. That was so fucking horrible for Hogan to say. That was so ignorant. And yeah, that was a piece of shit comment. That, and then was trying to not take it seriously, man, add more and turn them down right there. Like he didn't even care for this young man that was the passenger of Nick in the car with this fatal with this major car accident. And I know it the N word basically, it humbled Hogan for those several years. And so many wrestlers, most people, I say in the black community, defended Hogan. Um, Even the tiny Lester Zeus, he defended Hogan. Rodman, yeah, friends for Hogan for 30 some years. Mike Tyson defended him. So many. George Foreman said he just made a mistake using racial comments. He's not a racist. In the words of George Foreman, a lot of them defended him. Booker T, Stevie Ray, yeah, but they weren't never. They were still pissed off like me when he found out he was using it those N words. Even Hogan also, he helped the black wrestlers get on, helped them to get into the wrestling to get jobs in the wrestling business. He vouched it for Virgil, aka Mike Jones Vincent, to be part of WCW roster right there. He vouched for him, especially Kamala in WWE. He helped fight for Kamala to get a big paycheck um, from wrestling him so many times. And even Zeus, he jump started Zeus, Tiny Lester's Hollywood career from those hose bars, you know, even from wrestling, he ended up having a big role as in the Friday franchise movies as Debo. And it's complicated. Mm. Even Mike Epps defended him, but he got blasted by D.L. Hughley. We understand what D.L. Hughley coming from a political established um, you know, company that he worked for. Um, so it's this shit with Hope. I mean, it's complicated, but Hogan is the legend. Without him, a lot of wrestlers wouldn't be getting these seven-figure contract deals, or even he paved the way for movies right there. Even though he wasn't um, a great movie star actor, so he paved the way for many wrestlers like The Rock, um, John Cena, and others um, to be a major actor in Hollywood from the wrestling world. Even a lot of sponsors. He was on doing Cheerio commercials, everything. Right guard. Everything else will be too civilized. And you know something, Mean Gene? In Hulkamania's heyday, man, I see a lot of dudes jump on the bandwagon with this NWO sold out on pay-per-view. I never seen anything like it, brother. I mean, it's like Hogan is the man. It wouldn't even be no Netflix deal from WWE or WrestleMania. Him and Vince were the main people behind it. And Hogan put asses in seats. The biggest draw card for years. And especially in WCW. And it wouldn't I wouldn't even believe it wouldn't be no AEW or TNA if it wasn't for Hogan. Hogan was that big name that got into the mainstream scene, the world mainstream. He got way more wrestling popular, more heads turning to right there, rocking wrestling and everything else. Hogan was that dude that set the stage for everyone to be in the wrestling business. So it Hogan did even he even went to free birthday parties, especially with black kids right there, actually going to their house or even apartments, in which I seen on on social media from last year. So um, he did he gave back to the black community. People, we gotta take it what it is. There's so many other races out here like the David Dukes of the world um and others. Mm. So other ones do it for clout right on on social media just to get way more views. But Hogan is like the Michael Jordan of pro wrestling, the Babe Ruth of pro wrestling. Mm. I would say even Cal Ripken, the Iron Man. He's sort of like a Cal Ripken type of figure. And this actually hurted Vince McMahon the most. Like you said, it Hogan wasn't a racist. He just made racist comments, and he doesn't believe that they WWE fucked it up when Hogan came out that time to do promote his beer company, in which they didn't execute it the right way, Triple H. But Vince McMahon was right. If that was him marketing Hogan would have came. They would have did it another way for fans to react. He could have came out with the black and white colors of the NWO, Hollywood Hogan, and others. Even though other fans it's too, from him being at the Republican National Convention right there, in which it wasn't a good idea for him to do that. From they bring up the 2015 situation, but really in 2015, I'm looking at Freddie Gray, other issues that an innocent black man in Baltimore City being harassed and left for dead from the police officers in Baltimore City. That was the upstir of everything. The Baltimore riots. That's what I see in 2015 more than Hogan using the N-word. And to this day, there's still need to be more justice for black and brown citizens in America. That's more important. Hogan fucked up with this using the N-word several times. I mean, that time he got caught right there, upset with Brooks' boyfriend, but he at the end of the day he apologized. So I worked with Hogan and TNA as when I was on the marketing team. I met him twice, and he so much down to earth type of guy. He greeted me with respect and everything. It's like Hogan is not a racist, but there are several names in the wrestling business that were. The Harris twins used to be racist. They they improved later on. They moved past their racism. The Harris twins, they improved in that category. Dick Murdoch, I'm just finding out a few months ago that Dick Murdoch was part of the Klan, a Klansman, or even Ole Anderson. He was the biggest bigot in the wrestling business. Yes, the original Horseman, Ole Anderson, and he was the biggest dick also. A grumpy old man. And that was the reason one of the main lawsuits of WCW was part of Ole Anderson using racist things. And like Tony, Atlas, he compared a lot of things to it. Hogan, he said Hogan just said racial things. He's not a racist. On all those even a City Hall defending him, and Hogan is a national treasure that will last, will be in the history books. Nothing will ever be erased of him. hopefully it looks more than like Nick Hogan is getting back into the wrestling business. He was trained by Rikishi a decade ago, and so he stopped with the training. So maybe we might see him more in WWE going forward. Nick Hogan. And what's going on with Horace Hogan, his cousin? I know he was left wrestling to do MMA, did a little bit of that, so he's out the wrestling business. But I don't think he will do it again. I think he's now in his early to mid 50s. But Nick Hogan, if he go to the performance center and or go or hook up with Rikishi's wrestling school and get back into it, he might have the wrestling bug again. And it felt like the honeymoon with Hulkamania will never be over. It's long way. This my life, everyone's life, and it continues to go on more than any other celebrity. This shit. I mean, Malcolm Jamal Warner also. I'm still getting over that right there, and Danielle Spencer, her character D from What's Happening. Those were icon figures in the TV industry that had an impact on my life and everyone's life, and even the African American community. Those three people right there. For this shit, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan, and Daniel Spencer D. They had a huge influence on the on a lot of people. And that's my take on Hogan's legacy. But it's still complicated to other critics out there. But I will still celebrate it like I do every day else. It's like some memories with Hulkamania, even with my family, especially my mother, that's no longer here with me. So I'm still mourning from it. So has many millions of others. And I'm about to leave you with this, wrestling fans. Like, subscribe to this channel, and leave your comments on your opinion on Hogan's legacy, or anything that's complicated with it, or your memories of Hogan.
Wrestling it factor. Wayne B, I got this. Let's go. No cap, no gimmicks. This a main show. Ringside pop when I drop that blow. Belt on my waist like chrome on chrome. Tell me what you think, feeling like RKO. Niggas like I'm Randy Orton on hard ass pavement, yo. No scripts, no gimmicks, just engagement. Street slam heat shit, that's pop. See that girl on fire? Kiera Hogan, slide kicking bitches like Hulk Hogan knows best. I'm top tier, no time to rest. Mic in hand, I'm built for press. Backstage fire, I walk with heat. Swerve through smoke like I know face to feet. No tap outs, just gold I collect. Trap bring queen, I'm next. I'm in the ring with the legends.